The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sun Devils offense is on the field for the first time today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, Dave.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Just a little off. Incomplete. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Really good job on the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the Oregon Ducks offense has its first opportunity of the day. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Catch in the middle, it's Tatum. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary, 5-star defensive back, gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed, the measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. He's got his man. Smashes through the tackle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Sun Devils have moved it inside the 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job of...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they build traditions, and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spot. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Washington. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. He's loose. The 40. At the 30. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll try to pop the draw. Not finding any running room, and I think that loss is going to get back what they gained on the previous play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air, it's Hawkins. Fires to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Riggs. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got it out. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going to the ground. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Sun Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the touchdown Ducks. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Continues to fight for yards. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Watson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Bring in the heat. He's going for a big play downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oregon. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
The Ducks trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Looking for the score. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw. It's Hawkins. Complete. At the 35, he's open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. bounced right back to them. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. And the returner is stopped. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gonna let it fly. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Got room on the return. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Creates a little space. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. It'll be a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the left. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that. He'll take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Smashes it between the uprights.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Got a man, it's Lawson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Watson. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Kick is in the air. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Hill. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Caught over the middle. It's Green. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene.
The Sun Devils will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Williams will pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hops it downfield. That's caught. It's Hill. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. To the air on 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. The screen, he's got wheels. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Williams looking for a man. Unleashes one deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Ducks! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense putting points on the
game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll go with a direct snap. Running into the open space. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Sun Devils, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Here's the return. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads it downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He's taking the shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just keeps moving. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Fires to the big fella. Oh, what a caught! Made him miss again. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking for room. It's Gaines. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Back to pass on second down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Still running at the 40. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Arizona State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Looking for space. It's Gaines. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses of the 4th down coming. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch right at the 50. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This offense has it with really good field position. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Williams will pass. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wants to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Oregon! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. From the gun, running back on the move. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
Good enough for a 1st down.
They're going to run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. Let's see what he can do with it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
They go to the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game is going.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. All the way back to the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. He's got...
Gashing the D on the right. Pass to 30. Pass to 10. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. Going for 6. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. That's caught. It's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the offense back onto the field. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. A shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. From the gun, give on the inside. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Direct snap. It's Marshall. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it for a big play. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Uncorks one. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Ducks have pushed it inside the 20. Quarterback making adjustments. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it in the middle is Tatum. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between.